boys. There's a big ass rat just ran across the road and jumped into the river. Amazing. So where are we at? 29, 45, 54, I forget. But good work. And comments, you're on it. You're on it. You're on it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Just keep doing it, because yeah, YouTube sees the interaction with the videos and it just shares the content, and we get more soldiers on board. It's great. We're going to be at that 3K before we know it. Friday today. So we're starting off with a bit of a grey start. The rain has eased, but we've had like torrential rain all night long. There's loads of puddles everywhere, loads of floods. First thing, we've got I think it's an EOS or a Skoda, one of the two. Guy's got two cars, we're doing two cameras on them. I think one today already has the front camera and he's bought the rear. So we'll be fitting up the rear camera and adding it to the front. That's today's task, first thing. We've got, I think, an E92 BMW. Sound issues. Apparently there's already some wiring kit in the back from an old amplifier that was ripped out. Some guys bought the car, he's got problems with it, so we've got to look at that. And then this afternoon I think we're doing a speaker fit. New speakers, replacement speakers. So I went out last night to look at the RX-7. It's something I want, and I'm prepared to take on a project, but the one I looked at last night was not as clean as I wanted. I'm not fussed on compression, needs to have a rotary. Don't mind if I need to do a rebuild, but the bare bones of the car, I want it kind of dry, and unfortunately this thing had sat in the elements for too long, and the base of the car was a bit wet, a bit corroded for my liking, so didn't do a buy, but there is another one I'm looking at. So hopefully that will come good and we can pick it up and pay the guy and do another RX-7. That's the plan anyway.
Mobile speed camera zone.
30 mile an hour. But yeah, just a bit too far. I want to, if I buy a project, the chances of me getting it stripped back and proper, you know, I'd like to get it blasted and dunked and coated so that it's good for years to come, because obviously they're old cars now, but it's trying to find a decent shell to start with, and I don't really want a roller, because then you're just stuck trying to find all of the parts, the trim, you know, it just gets beyond belief. But a running and going car, I deal with that, definitely deal with that. But anyway, off to the shop, go and get Dan, get some brekkie, and she's going to carry on. I'll see you in a bit.
Radio. Morning everyone, morning. So, let me just turn this off. Go with. Right then. Excuse me. Right. For a Thursday?
Friday today.
Friday.
VW EOS.
VW EOS.
Fit his own camera. We've got the camera stuck up here that we've just put up, but we've just dropped the roof down, obviously because we need access to this panel, and just noticed that the trim is all smashed in. It's not on properly. It should sit like that, but this has not been put back properly. The roof has dented the trim here, and all of this is hanging down, so we're gonna have to screw this on properly and put that back together right. Someone's clearly had a go and got stuck with it. See you in a bit.
Afternoon everyone. So, we have got a Hyundai i20? What is it? i20. Customer's got an issue with his rear door speakers. I had a look at it a couple of weeks back at the car park. Well, there ain't no doors. Yeah, there ain't no doors. Rear quarter speakers then. I had a look at this one a couple of weeks ago, and the customer wanted to book in to have some rear quarter speakers put in after I went in and found that he'd had the bass, treble and mid cranked to the absolute maximum. So he's blown the 2 rear ones up and they're rattling around like mad. But we've got this one out. This is off the passenger side. It's held in with a little bracket, and it actually has on the back of it, it's got its own little plug that you can then take off of the original speaker and solder onto our new kicker ones, so that we can keep the original plug and the original harness, so we haven't got to cut it up, which is pretty cool. So that lives just inside there and gets mounted up the top. But yeah, we'll get this changed over, get the other side apart, get that one done, and then go from there. Right then, so this one's all done. So I've managed to get the new connection soldered onto the bottom of the speaker with the original plug like that, so it even clips into its original mounting point. I've got the speaker screwed into the original plastics. I've put a bit of sound foam or sound tape around the edge of the speaker just to make sure it's not going to rattle or vibrate or anything along those lines. But this one is done, so I just need to pop it back inside the car, get this back out on the road, and then the customer's ready to go. So just need to put all the trim in and then get it gone. Alex is over there supervising.
Ma, you've grown. Big brother's watching, bro.
Right, we'll get back to you in a little bit. See you soon.
Morning, boys. What are we at? 7:50. Said to Dan we'd have a little bit of a extra sleep this morning, so we've had a little bit of a lie-in, so a later than normal start. Excuse me. Neck is getting a bit better. I'm just kind of living with it now, but I keep getting twinges and every now and again, so I'm just trying to be careful with it because I don't want to upset it too much. But we've got a busy ass day. We've got the Skoda for a dash camera. It's already got the front camera fitted. We're putting the rear one onto it. That was the guy that had the EOS yesterday. I've got Volvo. Take the back of the headliner down again, do all the trims and stuff, and fit the GPS for the shark fin and seal it all up. An Iveco van, which is being converted into a camper. That's having a brake light camera, fascia kit and a head unit. And there's another one, Audi A4, it's having front and rear thinkwares. And I think that's it. So 4 or 5 today. It's going to be a busy one, a very busy one. So I hope Dan's slept because I'm going to work him today. How are we all? We good? Channel's doing fantastic. Comments, boys. Thank you very much. Keep it going. It does make a difference. YouTube see the interaction with the channel, share it, which is great, and we get more soldiers on board. We'll get to that 3K. Out of the way, Mr. Pigeon. A wet day. We've had loads and loads and loads of rain, more flooding. So if you're in the UK in the south, I hope you're all right and dry. But the last couple of days it's been a bit torrential, a bit full on. Who was it? Mustang. Yes, you are correct. We are looking at another rotary, another RX-7. I want another one, and there's one not far from me that is for sale. So we're going to have to go and speak to the guy and see if he wants to sell it. I don't want to pay obscene money for a car. I know what they're worth, I know what I sold mine for. The market obviously has gone crazy, but I don't want to pay through the nose for one. So we'll see, we'll see. But it is definitely something I'd like. I miss the sound. I did say to Dan yesterday, actually, we were talking about Lotuses and V8s and things like that, and I said I'd love to get an old chassis from a blown V8, like, you know, engine gone but the chassis is good, and redo it but put a 20B in it, so you'd have that screaming rotary sound. But the handling of a Lotus would be fantastic. It'd be a great car. But it'd be heat management that would be their thing, because obviously engines in the back, rotaries like to get warm. But anyway, coffee, let's get to work, start the day. We're doing well on subscribers, keep it going. We'll be there soon at the 3K. See you in a bit. Morning boys, first one in. Just turn that down. Skoda. It is the
Sleeper.
big one. It's not an Octavia. It's the Superb 4x4.
Oh.
So we've had to do camera on it in the rear. It's already had the front camera fitted. So we've got the rear one there, little neck space running through the top of the car. And then down the headliner, his lordship is just playing with the...
Fuck this.
Let's try that again. His lordship is just playing with the front. What are you doing? Got it in? Got it in?
Trying.
What do you mean trying? It's a big trim, come on. Then we've got two cars turned up. We've got the van, which I'm going to do the head unit, fish kit and the camera on it. And we've got an A6, A4 even, which is having front and rear thinkwear. And then the Volvo is yet to see. So we'll come back to you in a bit, bye.
Morning guys, right. So next one I've got in is an Audi A4. It's a brand new one, it's 2023 reg.
Be careful with it.
Don't worry. I'm putting a customer's own F200 Pro in it, so they've bought their own one, I would assume from
United States of America! America! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
So I've got everything out, connected everything up, so it's just a case now of finding where to mount it, put the GPS puck in, finding a power source in the car, whether it's on the passenger side or driver's side, or whether it's even in the boot potentially. But we'll get this all started and go from there, and then we'll give you a shout back as soon as I've got a bit further with it. See you soon. Such a cock. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Right, we'll catch up with you soon. Afternoon, everyone. So we've come back off lunch. Audi is all done. I'm just going to go over there and go and show you it now. So I guess a couple of seconds I'll wander over there. But all of the toys out in the car park today. Needed all the space we could get. But the Iveco or Iveco van is in at the moment. Right, Audi is set up there. So it's GPS puck just above it there on the non-polarized bit of the glass, and then obviously camera, and then the boot we've had to make a roof clip for because it's got one of these boots on it. And you know what those boots are? The Cable Cutter 9000. So we're not putting anything in between here, because if we do, it just chops them up into pieces. But so I've made them a little roof clip out of some plastic, put it all in there. That one's all set and ready to go, angled right, and it's ready to go. So we'll get the customer a phone call over, get him to come and collect this in a couple of minutes. This one's actually from America, so the customer's bought this one himself, and he's bought it back over from the States. So the I'm sure all of you are aware of Alex's van in the mornings when it says speed cameras and that sort of stuff.
During parking mode. Motion detection recording. Over 10. Occurred.
She sounds just a little bit different to all the other ones.
Continuous recording will now start.
To all the other ones we get.
GPS connected.
So it's a little bit odd. But we've advised him that maybe some of the software updates that the UK has that the Americans don't, or the Americans have that we don't, may mess around with the camera settings and it may not like it. So we've advised him of that, and there may be a chance that he has to come back in and we'll exchange it for an English camera with all the English software on there. But so at the moment we have the Volvo V40 from the other day. I'll turn him down for a second, please, my love.
Oh, yeah.
Just so we haven't got copyright strikes. But the Volvo V40 is back in. This is the one with the GPS fault that we found the other day. It's actually this little unit here. So new shark fin. This bit actually sits under the cover. So this sits in there like so, and then the cover sticks onto the roof. There's actually no fixings for this, which is quite interesting. So Alex is busy working away over there to get that one cleaned up. The Iveco van is in. The reverse camera, I have to take a step up. There we go. Reverse camera's all in with the brake light. All the cabling is ran. So we're currently sort of switching between two jobs. This one's having, is it a 160 in this one?
What?
Is it a 160 having in this one? So this one's having a Pioneer 160. Camera cables all ran through the headlining. Dab aerial's already in. I've got to make a roof clip for the headline there for the microphone, put the radio in its cage, and then get that one back up the road as well. But so we'll give you a bit more of a shout back a little bit later on. But Alex is busy
Dusty balls.
dustying away with the shark fin. So we'll catch up with you in a little bit.
Bye, Felicia. Afternoon, everyone. Say hello, internet. It's Jono. Here we go. So this one's all done, and as you can see, there's our reverse camera with our nice little switch. Back to the video, back to the camera. Lady's here to collect the Volvo as well. GPS has come straight on, which is absolutely awesome. Dead happy with that. This one's done. Just gonna have a cup of tea with old Jono, or cup of coffee. He's gonna have a tea, and we'll sit and chill out for this afternoon. I will see you soon, everyone. Happy Saturday.